All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and it's sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is from the brother Karab Yasharala. He decided to record this video, which pulled out some fire precepts and scriptures to it, and it says destruction in diverse places, and this is becoming the topic as of the past month now. Whereas talking about these earthquakes are happening, I've been seeing article and article about it. I've been doing other videos besides it, but this is the first thing that pops up on my page is this brother's video. So we're gonna go ahead right into it as well. Just go further into it as well. I'm gonna play like a small, maybe 1 minute or two. So here we go.
Powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked southern Turkey and neighboring Syria earlier. At least 43 aftershocks have occurred with a magnitude of 4.3 or more. The quake struck 23 kilometers east of Mandai, the Amte province.
Now you can see all this stuff that's happening. This has become, and this is a wonderful thing. The brother decided to go into this. Now that I'm seeing it as well, because it says he said there was 43 earthquakes in that moment, which don't know how long that was in that day. I mean, as far as that, or at least in that hour, it might have been an hour, 2 hours, because clearly it says 120 more earthquakes hit Turkey and Syria in one day. So you had the types of multitudes of the earthquakes that hit. It was a 7.8, 7.5, 6.0, and who knows how high it went from there. So just even seeing the destruction of this place, you can see that this ain't far from it could be from it can happen anywhere. Earthquakes can happen, it constantly happens all over. Like here even in the US, you still get earthquakes every once in a while, probably even more times than often before we even know about it. Just probably doesn't hit on a high level. But there was times where I even felt the earthquake a couple of years back, even back in 2015. I came outside my house. I was like, "What the hell is that that rattling?" And everybody else was coming outside. I thought I was the only one. But it goes to show you how powerful the Lord's power is, because He does all this. Like He'll give you a small inkling of what the earthquake feels like compared to what other places about to feel. So I'm like he does, like the brother did. I'm gonna go into some scriptures as well. So this is Isaiah 29:6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited with the Lord's host. It's like thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of the devouring fire." This is actually the scripture the brother read too. But yeah, this goes all in hand with the power that the Lord has, because all these things had to happen. I'm gonna get the scripture on that as well, but these elements are more dangerous than what people think, and a lot of times everybody thinks it's sometimes it's the government doing it, or these things just happen out of nowhere. But that's not the case. The Lord does all these things. Because guess what? With all the things that's going on, and it's been getting worse over years, is not just with the environments or the weathers that's been going on, but also what's been going on physically with these wars. because these are all tied in together. This is further proof that we are coming closer and closer to this place falling, but also a lot of other kingdoms falling. Because what do you want to, how you want to protect yourself against a disaster? Please tell me. Because from this clip, they said over 1,200 people died that day. Or was it 2,400? So either way, that's a high number of people dying. And I'm pretty sure those buildings collapsing are people that's still in there. So this is actually, I'm gonna get Matthew 24:7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." And it's happening in diverse places. Hell, you have what even the scripture proves it. It says, "Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom." You're having a lot of kingdoms come up against each other, and especially since it will be coming up against this place. So that's already check mark number one there. It says there should be famines and pestilences. Well, we've been in the famine technically for a long time, even before I was born, when they started coming up with the GMO stuff. But when this place ultimately shuts down, there really will be a famine. Because in this day and age, nobody knows how to grow food. Nobody knows how to crop. None of that stuff. But then you got the pestilences, which is the sicknesses that they're putting on display. But guess what? When they really need people to flock under to them, they'll start releasing this stuff. And then it says earthquakes in diverse places. Hell, there's earthquakes that happens here that's rarely even mentioned of, believe it or not. So that's also diverse. This because earthquakes don't happen here often. We get more so like the tropical weather, like the storms and all the other stuff. But we done already had accounts of random wildfires happening here a couple of years back. And that was basically like an earthquake in diverse places. Because all the earthquake is basically a disaster. Disasters come in many different forms. It can come in tsunamis, storms, lightning strikes, fires, you name it. And the Lord is showing His power that He can make any place devastated, to the point you can be retreating from your own home because of these weathers. So the power of the Lord is much greater than what people think. And this is all part of prophecy. Let's go back to verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars." Now I'm gonna stop there, because when you think of wars, wars also create. Actually, when you go into wars, you can think of the evil things that happens out of it. The brother also went into it that evil means bad times. With bad times comes all sorts of conflicts, not just from war, but also disasters. So you equate the two together, you get what's going to come. The Lord's showing His power more than people can think. But the fact that you can't outrun these things that's supposed to happen is because, especially since in this society everybody's comfortable, everybody's living the lavish life. So what happens when an earthquake hits here, and then a building just collapses on anybody? What are they going to do? Well, what about when that martial law kicks in? What are they going to do then? But actually, I'm going to play a little bit more of this clip just so you can see more.
The quake was at a depth of 24.1 kilometers.
So you heard the screaming there. Do you see the cracks in the ground? The place looks damn near uninhabitable. So that could very well be this place next. We're already seeing all sorts of shit happening here. So it's not far fetched that these things can happen. So this is Isaiah 45 and 7, Salakia. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. This is Proverbs 1 and 26. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So for all these people that don't believe that these things can very much happen, or that the Lord doesn't control all this, it's hard to think what else you would think of. Because it's easy for us to say that you're a goddamn fool, but the Lord is going to be the one to make you a witness of this. So he'll make these earthquakes happen. He'll make these lightning storms happen. Wildfires happen, and then ultimately these missiles. Because there's nothing you can do about this stuff. It's the fact that you can't avoid what's about to happen. But that's all I had going today. So this was a little edifying with that. Shalom.